This is a good news message to everyone who is watching me and they are single and searching. If you're single and searching, maybe this is your message. I don't know how long you've been single and searching. However, if you're single and searching and probably you're looking forward to get a match, a husband or a wife, this is your message. Give me your yes. Are you ready? But before then, if you're watching us for the very first time, this is Jenga Njero. We help men and women here to get matches for marriage. This is the biggest marriage avenue. So not for dating. This is not for hookups or anything. This is just purely for marriage. So the question is, do you have a responsibility to make yourself happy? Because I have seen people who are selfless with other people. Watu wanapeana. You are very kind to other people, but you are very harsh to yourself. What a paradox. You are so good to other people, but you're not so good to yourself. And that is exactly what happens when people start wondering, should I be happy? Should I not? Should I be posted? Should I not? Should I contact people who are posted here? Should I not? Should I engage that team for private connection? Should I not? I want you to listen very carefully because at the end of the day, when people fail, they always look for a place to place their blame. And I don't want you to place blame on me. I don't want you to place blame on your relatives. I want you to place that blame entirely on yourself. Because take an example. You have not been married for the last, let's say, 10 years. For a decade, you have not been married. You come on a show like this one and you want to get married today. If not today, tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. It's a system. And systems honor principles. The principle of love requires you to be mentally prepared, socially prepared, financially prepared, emotionally, mentally prepared. But you don't want to hear that. That's why you see people saying, oh, Jenga, I've been there for a month, I've been there for a week, I've been there for 2 months, I've been there for 3 months, I've given up. Remember, you have an entire life ahead of you. Let's say somebody is 50, let's say somebody is 60, let's say even somebody is 70. Or still, if you're 30 and 40, 20s, the same, and you want to give up on yourself. After this video, I want you to respect yourself, go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, what is the biggest responsibility I have on earth, if not making myself happy? Forget about purpose. Purpose is never fulfilled by unhappy people. Forget about purpose. Oh, my purpose, my mission, whether you're a preacher or not, doesn't matter what you do for a living. Doesn't matter. You are serving other people. But what is the primary responsibility? What did you come here to do on earth? Because at the end of the day, the question, when we will close that coffin once you're dead, because you will, everyone will die at some point, or you will ascend to heaven like Enoch. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter the means you will use to go to heaven or hell. When we close that coffin, the question will be, did I live a happy, fulfilling life? Did I? Did I not? Finding love is finding self-respect. Finding love is honoring yourself. In fact, the biggest honor you can do to yourself is getting yourself the best friend. Your best friend. And in this case, your best friend happens to be your spouse. Your best friend happens to be the person you love the most, the person who cares for you the most. Have you ever asked yourself, parents have a responsibility to raise children, but parents can never be your best friends because if even it doesn't matter whether they are single parents, at some point they can also choose to have soulmates. Can you flashback if you've ever been married or you've ever been in an intimate relationship? Look at the things you did with that person. Ask yourself, is it practically possible to do them repeatedly, time and time again? If it was not a mistake, can you do it time and time again with another person? After this video, I want you to respect yourself. Go back to the drawing board and ask yourself, nilikuja hapa duniani to serve other people. Have I served myself? And that is now where you begin to love yourself, to appreciate who you are, to know that you can love and be loved. There's a book I'm reading. I want to recommend that book by Napoleon Hill. It's called Think and Grow Rich. There's one entire chapter called The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. I've left it in the home office. I have an office at home where if I want to read, I just lock and read. And the mystery of sex transmutation, to transmute is to transfer energy from one form to the next. And in that book, Napoleon Hill says that the greatest of human desires is sex, not even the love for money. That one comes secondary. The greatest form of desire for human beings is the desire for sex, intimacy. But you find most people are very contented with living an average life, a life that you wake up every morning and you feel that you're not fulfilled. I don't care how old you are. You could be 60, but if you're not fulfilled, you have to look for that fulfillment. If you are 60, 70, if you're 50, 40, 30, it doesn't matter. The worst thing you can ever do is to actually give up on yourself. I look at people saying, I gave up on love, and I'm like, you should give up on anything else. Because you see, trauma has faces. I am not disputing the fact that people go through hell in some of these marriages. There's a video I did, and that video was on 5 questions, and I even gave people a bonus. 5 questions you should ask the person you want to date before you date them. You find that most people akiangalia si mtu, oh, hii video si ya mtu, si ya the kind of man I'm looking for, anaipita. To be enlightened is very important. To be informed is to be transformed. And to be uninformed is to be deformed. In fact, the more enlightened you are on any subject matter, the greater the level of command you gain. Are we together, ladies and gentlemen? So you see people, oh, hii video anasema to give up on ourselves. Hii si mtu, si ya kuonyesha mtu. If you're not equipped with the right kind of wisdom, with the right kind of understanding, it will be very dangerous for you to attempt love. Because you will still come back and say, oh, these men are scams, these women are scams. They are not scams. You're not prepared mentally, socially. You're not equipped with the kind of knowledge that takes to run a marriage, that takes to run a relationship. Wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is the principal thing. And in all thy getting, get understanding. That is Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 13. Wisdom is the principal thing. And in all thy getting, get what? Get understanding. This is what I am pumping inside of you today. So I don't want people to say, I gave up on love, I gave up on myself. Just because we had a bad man does not necessarily mean every man you meet is bad. I want you to remove those lenses and wear the lenses of a positive outlook so that you can be able to view the world in a very bright way. The future is bright. In fact, if you start to tap into the positive vibrations of the world, the very positive vibrations of the earth, you realize that worlds, seasons, times, mountains, rivers, all that are all created to make you happy. But you don't want to see that happiness because you want to place blame on everything. Isipokuwa ni venye tu Jenga hakupost hiyo namba on time, ni huyo mtu angekuwa wangu. Don't blame me. Don't blame other people. Blame yourself. Nimekaa hapo kwa hiyo show for 2 months sijapata mtu. Don't blame me. Ask yourself before you approach the show, how long had you been single? So you want to manipulate the systems of advantage, the systems that make things work. Remember, you have to be strategic in one, your approach. Number two, in following principles. Are you ready? I've seen so many people saying, I was just trying. When I tell people, don't just set on one candidate, try a few. And when I am saying try a few, I don't mean sleep with a few. That's what I'm saying. What I mean is date a few, talk to a few, go on a few dates, observe people's table manners. At the end of the day, you will come up as a very polished person. You'll be able to identify, to distinguish difference. You'll be able to know this is not the kind of person I would envision to have. This one is adding up. This one is having so many red flags. And because you're looking for green flags, you will see them. The red ones notwithstanding. So you will not ignore the red ones. Ladies and gentlemen, let us be serious. So in this video, I want to invite you to look for love. I want to invite you on a journey of self-respect, on a journey of self-love. The SI unit of loving other people is self-love. Maybe you're organizing a charitable work today, lakini mtu akisikia ati anaweza tenga wakati asome kitabu inaweza msaidia, hawezi. I'm recommending a book. I'm not even the one who's written that book. I don't know whether I have some of my books. I even stopped recommending my books here because somebody might think he's in the business of selling books. Oh, but if you want to buy, maybe you can order some of the books that I have authored, starting with Go Get It, with as low as $10. So, guys, what I'm saying is simple. The standard measure of loving other people is loving yourself. So, please, maybe somebody was saying, oh, and you see, those are the kind of emotions that will take you another 10 years to get married. Oh, I was there on that show. I didn't get a match. You've seen me bringing people repeatedly, time and time again, because they are not choosing bananas. They are choosing a life partner. And I respect people like that who say, all right, I didn't get, but I'm ready to go back because why not? Why not? Nobody gets judged here. As long as you are within the periphery of morals, you are doing what needs to be done per time. You want marriage, you get it. You want mpango wa kanda, you will not get it. You want baba wanaitangwa wa baba, you cannot get here. Mamas, you cannot get here. We highly discourage this thing I created for marriage. It is working, it will work, and it will continue to work. So, if you are there hoping that maybe you will get married when you get so old, this is a wake up call. The earlier, the better. Most of the people I've interviewed in the 60s and 70s, I ask them a very common question, and the answer is constant. What is your biggest regret? The answer is not doing it earlier. And what are some of the reasons why people don't want to do it earlier? Number one, I was following my career. Number two, I was learning. I was in school. I decided to further my education. Number three, I was waiting for children to A, B, C, D to leave the nest. Those are all erroneous misconceptions that make you lose color. If you have children, if a man is accepting children, he will accept you with or without children. If you're educated or not, if you are loved by that person, it will not be a deal breaker. After all, whatever you're looking for is also looking for you. I'll see you in the next video.